The truth you were never told. Have you ever wondered why sweet potatoes and yams are sitting right next to each other in the grocery store? Is there a difference? Well, today, we are finally cracking the code on one of the biggest holiday food mix-ups. 1. The grocery store confusion. You walk into the produce aisle, and there they are, sweet potatoes lined up right next to something labeled yams. So naturally, we think they must be two different vegetables. But guess what? The so-called yams sold in most American stores are actually just sweet potatoes with a different label. We've basically been getting bamboozled by the produce section for years. 2. Why the name mix-up? Back when orange sweet potatoes became popular, growers wanted to separate them from the paler, drier sweet potato varieties. So they borrowed the name yam, a word used in African and Caribbean cultures, and used it for marketing here in the US. The name stuck, and the confusion has been passed down like a family recipe. 3. What they really are. Here is a list of the differences. Sweet potato is smooth, thin, orange, yellow, white, or purple, naturally sweet, creamy, grown in America, and very common. But the yam is thick, rough, bark-like, white or purple, mild, starchy like a plain potato, grown in Africa and parts of Asia, and it's rare, usually only in international markets. 4. Taste plus cooking uses. Sweet potatoes, sweet, creamy, rich in flavor. Great for pies, casseroles, fries, baked dishes, soups, smoothies, and baby food. True yams, mild, starchy, more neutral. Popular in West African, Caribbean, and Asian cooking, often boiled, pounded, like fufu, fried, or added to savory stews. 5. Which one is healthier? Sweet potatoes win most categories for everyday nutrition, especially the orange and purple varieties. They contain beta-carotene vitamin A, great for the immune system and eyes. Vitamin C, potassium, fiber, and antioxidants. Yams are still healthy, just more starchy and less nutrient-dense than most sweet potatoes. Here is a fun fact. Here's a holiday twist. Those canned yams most of us buy for Thanksgiving? They are not yams, they're sweet potatoes in disguise. If you read the fine print, the label usually says sweet potato somewhere on the can. So technically, we've all been making sweet potato casserole, not candied yams, and honestly, I think Grandma knew and just wasn't telling us. So next time you're shopping, remember, yams and sweet potatoes are not the same. They just share grocery cart space and a very messy identity crisis. If you learned something today, be sure to like and share. Now you will have something to talk about at your Thanksgiving table. Do you have a holiday fun story to share made with sweet potatoes or yams? Tell us all in the comments. See you in the next video.